But I was like, wait, they're using like my image to talk to these guys. Good day everyone and welcome to today's story time video. So I'm here in this bed just talking to you guys like we're at a slumber party. I'm just telling you a story time of the time I catfished someone, but like I don't know if that's like the right wording or not. It's so confusing. Okay, so it was a few years ago. I was still in the closet, and have I dated before? I think I might have dated. Yeah, no, I definitely had dated, but it was like one of the like off seasons, so I wasn't dating for a while. This was around the time of the big controversy of my car being towed. So at the time I was living with my friend Sawyer, and okay, so let's get to it. So there I was. I had just gone home to Boston to visit my family. I don't even remember what it was for. I think maybe just like for the summer. What was it for? I don't know. Anyways, I went home and all of a sudden like I check my email and it says like, oh, like your account has been signed up for this dating website. And like this has happened before where like my email or something has been used without like my, like, I don't know. Have you guys gotten those emails where it's like anyone could just like use your email but it doesn't like sign you up? But for some reason this dating website like only required your email and then you could like just log in. And so like this account at this dating site created an account as me with my email and they could like log in without having like my email information. It was so bizarre. So I'm like looking at my email and I'm like, whatever, like nothing's gonna happen with it. Like they can't get into my email. But I was like, wait, they're using like my image to talk to these guys, but they weren't saying anything weird. So the craziest part was I was getting emails with the messages that this person was sending to other guys as me. And I was like a bit intrigued just because I was like in the closet and I wasn't on any dating sites. So I was like, oh, this is like interesting. Like someone is pretending to be me, but it's not me. But I get to see without like it being me, like what these conversations with these guys are like. It was almost like someone was like going on a dating site for me. But it wasn't. Like, it was just so weird. It was just a fan or someone like pretending to be me talking to these people. But I could see everything that was going on. It was such a weird situation. And I was like, okay, if it gets weird or bad or anything, like I could log into the account and like change the password or like delete it completely. And so I was just like looking at the messages and they were so funny. None of the guys that were being messaged were really that cute, so I was like, whatever. I should probably delete this account because like it's potentially could get leaked and someone could think that this was actually me. But I didn't. And so I was home and I like look at my phone. I think I was like out to dinner with my family and I was like, I got a message from this kid, and we'll name him Kyle, since I've never dated a Kyle before. And so Kyle messages me, or this account that is supposedly me, and I get an email and I can see like his little icon picture, and I was like, oh my god, this is like actually like a cute kid. And so like they were interacting, like they were messaging back and forth. And I was like seeing this person impersonating me, talking to this cute kid, and I was like, okay, this is where it has to stop. So I finally just logged into the account, changed the password, and then I took over as this person who was pretending to be me as me. So strange. So anyways, I get this account and now I have full access to it. I like go through all the messages, which were really harmless and like nothing bad. And like some of them were like, is this actually Joey Graceffa? And they were like, yeah, it's actually me. So I just thought it was really funny. And so I was like, oh, like I wonder who this kid is that is cute. So what did I name him again? Kyle? Yeah, okay. So I started messaging Kyle, and we like kind of like hit it off. Like we're talking back and forth, and finally I like head back to LA, and he is like, we should meet up for drinks. And I was like, okay, like this will be like really, really strange. Like I've never done anything like this. I had never been on any dating site, so like meeting someone completely, like a stranger that you just met online shouldn't seem that weird to me, but I think the fact that it was to go on a date was very strange. Because I was always so used to like meeting that person in person. So it was like a totally new experience for me, meeting someone on a dating site that like totally accidentally happened. I was like catfishing him, but it wasn't me who was catfishing him, but it became me. So he was like, let's meet at this bar. So I go to this bar, I'm like freaking out, and another friend of mine texts me and he's like, I heard you're going on a date with Kyle. And I was like, oh my god, like how did he know this? And so I like texted him, I'm like, yeah, I don't know how you knew this, but is he like normal? So I felt like relieved knowing the fact that this kid that I was about to meet kind of had like mutual friends. So I was like, alright, it's not gonna be that bad, I don't think. So I get to this bar and there's absolutely zero parking, which was pretty frustrating in LA. I mean, I wasn't planning on drinking much, like one drink. That's why I drove. I probably should have just Ubered to not even worry about that, but I didn't. So I show up at this bar, I'm like texting him, I'm like, hey, there's like no parking like for 3 blocks anywhere. So he was like, okay, well, how about we go to a different bar? And he had Ubered there. So I was like, okay, do you want me to like drive us there? So we hadn't even met. I pull up to the outside of this bar and he hops in the car, and it's just like, it was very strange. Like he got in the car and that was our first interaction of meeting, was like him getting into my Prius. And so we find this bar, which was really cute, and I ran into this girl that I knew, and sometimes I like freak out, and like in those like situations I forget things, so I completely forgot her name and I forgot his name. So it became one of those embarrassing situations where I couldn't introduce either one of them because I didn't remember their names. And so then like luckily she introduced herself to him. And then I was like, oh, obviously that's their names. Like this kid that I was going on a date with, I didn't even know his name. Because I like barely had much interaction with him. So anyways, we start talking, went on this date. It was fine, like nothing too special, but like he was a nice guy, and it was just like, he was easy to talk to and just like really friendly. And like the next day or two was when the whole car situation happened, and a video of someone else's who was hating on me went viral on Reddit, and I had like millions of haters coming at me all at once. It was really overwhelming and really like, it just like really destroyed me. So I didn't want to be on the internet, and this kid didn't really know anything about YouTube or anything, so it was really cool to just like hang out with him, and he didn't know about anything that was going on, whereas like all my friends and people that I was close to knew what was happening. I kind of just got to like escape from that whole situation and just like not think about it and just like focus on like someone else's real world that had nothing to do with the internet. So I feel like that's why we like kept hanging out. It didn't end up going anywhere, obviously, because I'm with Daniel now, and dated a few other people in between, but anyways, I just thought that was a really interesting situation. It ended when I went on the race the second time. I felt bad. I was just like, hey, like, I'm going away for a month and I can't communicate, so I should probably just end things. But he was really sweet. He was a really nice guy. I hope he found someone. I haven't talked to him ever again, but he helped me through that tough time just by like talking and yeah. So that was my experience with online dating, and it was so weird. Isn't that strange? But also kind of cool. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. If you did and you want to hear another story time, whether it be dating or, I don't know, I have a lot of other experiences in life, give this video a thumbs up, and if it gets 50,000 likes, I will do another story time. So until then, I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow. Good and bye. Oh my gosh, they smell so good. It reminds me of the East Coast so bad. So these are the final flowers. We have some tulips, some other flowers I don't know, but mostly lilacs, which honestly I wish could grow all.
Hiya! Oh gosh, dragon's been released. I'm just here right now. Oh my gosh, he's attacking me! Guys, I'm so bad at this, but it's fine. We're gonna try it again. Here we go.